It's the sky is pink. It's probably down the sunset, and the first thing is a huge from stone, like from gray stone, huge statue of a sitting Guanyin, the goddess, the Buddhist goddess, in some beautiful like garden with a lot of flowers, with very strong smell.
Great.
Like lilies.
And tell me, do you feel a body? Can you look down and see if you have feet, if you have a human body?
Actually, I don't see anybody. I just see transparent, nothing. I don't see my feet.
So do you think you might be a bird or a spirit flying? Does it feel for you to be in that space?
Something in between of a mental state and a spirit, because there is I'm not just the wind. I'm a spectator, but I don't feel myself in the body. Maybe more of a spirit state.
So if you could try to hug yourself, would you be able to hug yourself?
I don't feel like.
And tell me, what do you do in this place? What's the reason you're there? Around the statue, near the statue at the sunset. Do you live there, or are you visiting?
No, I came there. I have a connection with this goddess, and I came to respect her garden. And I've been there. I've been to this place many years ago, in this lifetime, in my visualization of I don't even remember which mantra is it, but I was praying for this goddess and I was visualizing this pathway through the beautiful garden. When there is no creatures, like there is no people there at all. And it's this pink color is actually, I had those like petals of the flowers in my visualization many years ago. And but in this visualization I was walking through the garden in my human form, but right now I don't have any human form.
Okay, is this a place you visit often?
I haven't been there for maybe about 7 years. I used to be there.
But in this lifetime you are right now in, when you don't have a human form, is it a place that you come to every once in a while?
I feel like I arrived there, and I feel like it's a place of arrival more than somewhere I dwell.
Okay. Can we drift away from that scene and go a little bit farther back and see how you came about going there? What initially inspired you to go there? Let's go a little bit farther back. Let's drift away from this scene and let's go a little bit further back in time. Tell me what you see.
I don't see anything yet, just dark space.
Dark space, okay. Do you feel like you're in a spirit world? Are you able to feel the source? Have you been to the source, or you're just drifting?
I still don't feel nothing, it's just vast space. It's not dark because it's bad, it's just unmanifested.
Okay. What are you doing there?
I am just a spirit. I'm not having a body yet. dissolved.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful.
Like I'm in the womb, but not of a physical body, like I'm still in an unmanifested reality waiting for manifestation to start happening.
Have you been to the earth before? Have you incarnated before to the earth?
At this point, I don't remember any incarnations on earth.
Okay. Let's close that scene. Let's drift off from that scene. Stop and tell me what you see. You can either go forward or backward, whichever is more appropriate.
Oh, I have this interesting image of a source of like pink, white, radiant, dazzling, huge star. There is a spirit of a person. It looks like a human body, and it's like pure energy, very charged, and there is a current that's connecting the source and his solar plexus chakra, and it's like going back and forth. I don't understand what's happening.
Going back and forth between what?
Between the source and this human form that's like in the air. They're exchanging this pink, white, dazzling current of energy. I'm like just one of the entities up there. It's an open sky.
Okay. So as an entity, what are your features? Describe to me. Can you connect with that human being? Can you go into the skin of that human being, into the body, the one that exchanges energy?
Yeah, I'm not this human being.
What are you?
And I don't see any other human beings around. And this is human being, it's just a human form, but the body is not physical. And I am like I can see only like traces of my hands, but they're vaguely visible, like little wide flows of energy. So my form is just has a little form.
Is it like a quasi-physical? A little?
It's like traces of the brush of the artist, right? But it's very
translucent, transparent,
and it's very like this human form. It's very formed, and mine doesn't really have any edges. It's very like more like a cloud, but it still has the traces of hands and feet, how it would be on a person. But it's very soft. It's not. The form is soft. It's like a cloud.
Okay, and how does it feel to be in that form and to witness this exchange between the source and that human form? What's the purpose of that?
I don't understand the purpose. I'm just there.
You're just there.
And I feel like I am again, and I'm in the middle stage between something, but in this form there is no logical understandings, and there is no logic. I cannot really describe how it feels, because I understand it's more like anticipation than realization. I'm not a human being yet with the brain to analyze.
What's the purpose of you witnessing this? Are there any other beings around you that are witnessing as well? What else is around you?
Vast space, but it's vaguely blue, on this radiant source. It's very bright. It's like in the middle of the lightning, it's that dazzling, and I don't feel any entities. Of course, entities are everywhere, and I feel like the presence everywhere, but they're not formed. They're more like life particles. But no, this is only me and this picture.
Do you feel like you're close to the source?
Yes, but I don't have a current connected to it. There is some exchange going on, and I don't. This person, the human form, looks a little bit. Maybe it's even painful for this form to exchange, because the exchange is very radical. It's like it's a huge source. It's not like a little thread connecting. It's a current, really going right to his stomach, where it's supposed to be. I mean, that's the form itself is white and pink, and they're exchanging it. And maybe it's, I don't know, maybe he's like about to enter some different reality, and it's kind of a little transformation that's happening to it. I don't know, but I'm definitely not even in the state of this human form, because I don't have a form.
Do you think, or maybe you can send a thought form towards the source, or towards this form, human form, to find out what is the purpose? Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is how the soul is formed. Is there any way you can connect to either source or this human form and find out what is the purpose of this exchange? Sort of energetically expand and connect to this process, or connect to the consciousness of this human form, or the consciousness of the source.
So interesting. It's like I was able to connect with the source and go inside of the source.
What did you find out?
And inside of this current is actually constantly in the source is constantly enriching the soul with purplish white dazzling, like little thunderstorms. Like it is, but it looks like those Tesla developments. You know, like those. A lot of currents of electricity.
Yes.
So, and it's like constantly enriching the souls with it more and more and more, like shots of electricity. And it's a process of creation, of formation, I would say.
Is this how a soul is formed? What is being formed?
There is the preparation. The soul is preparing for the next level, and it's changing. It's get like crystallized and created inside.
And where is the soul going next? Can you connect with the soul in this human form, or connect to the source and find out what's the
soul is being prepared to go to the human form.
So the next incarnation for this
it's
will
like
be
his meridians are being created, and his like energetical pathways are. It even may be painful for this form, because those nerves and interrelationships with enormous amount of electrical wires in us, in our bodies, that are uncovered beneath the human form. So many of them, and these electrical currents are making them grow. And it might be painful, like it's different kind of pain, but it's completely different kind of pain. But I feel like that's the preparation of the other body to become a prototype, like a base for the physical body.
And do you feel like this will be a stage you'll be entering? Is this the reason you're witnessing it? What is important for you in that witnessing process?
Maybe I'm gonna be in his place as well, preparing.
What is your function in
Like building my form for the human form.
Is that what you're doing?
Not yet.
Currently, not yet.
Right now, my form is not established. I don't have a form.
Okay.
I just have little transparent gathering of energy, which is, and I have my consciousness, but this consciousness is not yet mind. It's just, it's life.
Wonderful. Let's close that scene. Let's drift away from that scene and let's move either forward or backward and find another important time for this energy field that doesn't have yet a physical form to stop and look at it, examine. A moment where something important is happening. And once you get to that place, describe to me what you see. How do this energy form you're in is gathering or acquiring information or experiences?
It floats in different spaces, places on Earth, and maybe not only on Earth, but I'm floated through the Earth right now, and it witnesses without a lot of analyzation. It just witnesses.
So where are you now? What are you witnessing?
Feel it's hills covered with yellow flowers, and it looks a little bit like Guilin in China, but that's because that's the only thing I can compare to describe it. So I don't know where is it, but it's just a lot of high hills covered with green grass and yellow flowers. It's beautiful, a lot of them.
Okay, wonderful. And you can basically float, you said, anywhere you want, right?
I think so, but I'm floating, yes. I don't have any borders, or the walls are not really an issue. So yes.
Are there any people where you are?
No.
No, okay. So you just have a curiosity about you and you go around and you float and you see things.
Right now I'm still in this space, in this mountains. And yes, I don't see people. I'm trying to guide my mind or subconsciousness to some events or some important, as you said, scenes, but I still cannot see myself in a human body.
Okay, that's okay. I didn't ask if you were in a human body. I was just wondering if there is anything important happening when you're in this energetic state. What do you consider to be an important event? Not necessarily human form, just in a process of acquiring information before you incarnate to the physical body.
It's like I'm checking the land before I come to live in it fully in a physical form. It's like I'm allowed to float and see the beauty of it without experiencing pain.
Why would you want to come, or why would you be called to come to Earth? What is the reason why you will be coming to the Earth soon?
While floating on this beautiful spaces, the only emotion I have is adoration. I adore the beauty of it, and I can sense the smell all this time. Starting with the Guanyin statue, I was able to feel the smell of lilies. And now there are different flowers, say yellow flowers, and the smell is just so beautiful, and it's like I want to really just dissolve in this reality, but not dissolve, but to feel it, to connect with it, to feel it. And right now, as a spirit, I can only witness, but I cannot just hug it and feel it physically.
Can you go inside the essence of these flowers and become these flowers, since you're a spirit?
Yeah, I can go into the stem. I can go anywhere. Yeah. And I can feel a little bee that's sitting on my little insect that's sitting on the top. And it's so great. They're so happy. I mean, the sun is their food basically, and they're just, it's the happy state of.
So the earth is beautiful so far, what you're witnessing.
Yeah. It's totally beautiful.
Are you able to shift, float, and go to a different area of earth?
I will try. No, I'm just so much enjoying the state inside the flower in its stem and catching the sunlight.
You can stay there a little bit longer if you want to. And then...
yeah, I wanted it to become tangible to myself. I love it so much. I wanted to be able to touch.
So that's something as a spirit you cannot experience. Is that right?
You can feel, but you cannot touch it. It's not tangible.
So everything basically blends together, right?
You can be anywhere, you can penetrate anything, but then you cannot connect with it. You can be it, but you cannot have a connection with it and exchanging love.
Okay, let's see, is there any body of water nearby?
Yeah, I can shift. I can go to the next place, and with your help I can move on.
Maybe we can find a nice body of water, maybe a lake in the mountains, and see how would it feel to...
It's glistening on the sun.
Go into the water and see if there are any fish, if there are any animals.
No fish, I don't see any fish, but just clear and blue. I can actually feel myself in the water a little bit more than I was like connecting with the flowers. The water, I feel myself. Yeah, it's around me, even as a spirit. I can feel the water.
So you're getting a little taste of earth.
Yeah.
But you're not seeing any human beings, just nature, right? It seems really pristine. So let's close that scene, float away from the scene, and see if there's anything else for the spirit to see in this form that you're in. Can you see the moment when you are transforming, or part of you is getting connected with a human form, just like the one you witnessed?
Just blank right now, nothing I see. Now it's like a little bit of different interesting patterns in darkness. Something like when ayahuasca started to come down. So it's like it's moving constantly, and it's just different colors like purple and a little bit of like lighter green and yellow, and it's moving, forming triangles, and I'm feeling even some motions in my head, my physical head, while I'm laying down. Yeah.
So are you feeling that this essence was placed in a body? Is that what's happening? What is happening exactly? What is moving?
Maybe right now I'm in a state of anticipation, actually. Maybe my spirit is ready to come to the womb of a woman. I'm already preparing myself to enter the world. It's just this transition stage where I just in vastness and darkness with
Okay.
patterns.
Now let's drift away from that life, from that scene. We're drifting and floating away from that life scene, leaving this energy there to continue its journey. And I would like you to float and drift to another time and another place, in another lifetime, in another space, where there is an important information for you to look at and examine. Take a moment and float away from that time and space until you find another appropriate place and time in another lifetime, in another time, where there is an important information for us to look at and examine. And when you get there, tell me what you see.
I'm walking down the seashore. I'm a man. Tall, skinny, very dark color skin, but not African dark. But it's just I'm very tan, probably. And again, maybe, but it's pretty brown though. I have hairy legs. I'm wearing something like white and linen, so very natural. I'm irritated by something. I'm just walking by the shore. Maybe I do fishing, I don't know. I look really like it's my environment, it's like a marine environment. I'm holding a lot of stuff on my shoulders. I'm something, I don't know.
Something happened?
And I'm processing in my mind, and it just.
Do you know where you headed?
No, right now I just see myself walking. And the sand is very hot. There is some beton, like
concrete,
piers or something that I passed, and
So is this where you live? Near where you live?
Yeah, that's somewhere where I live.
Let's float back and move a little bit back towards the situation that created that aggravation in you. So let's drift into the past a little bit further to find out where this anger or irritation came from. And once you get there, let me know what you see. Let's float away from that scene and go farther back in time to find out what caused the irritation or upsetness.
I don't know. I don't have clearness for some reason. Like something is not letting me actually go somewhere connected to my earth experiences. They just keep vanishing from my visions.
Okay. Can you go forward and connect with this lifetime when you were a man at this seashore again?
Yes.
Okay. You said that you're you're carrying some equipment.
Yeah, maybe for fishing, like a web, something like that.
Okay. Is it heavy? Does it feel
I'm
heavy or light?
I'm pretty strong. It's okay for me. Doesn't
So
matter.
the body feels fit.
Very fit.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it a young body or older body, middle age?
About, let's say 45 something.
Mm-hmm.
40 something, yeah.
Okay. Can you take me to the place where you live? I would like you to float and drift forward towards the place where you live. And show me where you live and describe to me on the outside. How does it look like? Go to the place where you live and look at the outside of it.
I see some form of a white house. It's not a big house, but it's not clear.
Mm-hmm.
The vision is not coming. It's
Okay.
like vague, very vague.
Does it feel like this is your home where you might live?
It started appearing when you started asking about home, but it doesn't give me a feeling of that's my home. I actually feel.
Maybe you don't have a home. Do you have a home?
I'm not homeless, so I'm not in demand. I sustain my lifetime, but it's very simple. Somewhere where I live, it's very simple. I have to do something with like my job. It's something with the sea, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I live by the sea. Salty water. It's already soaked in my feet, and I'm very used to that.
Okay.
Maybe it was for all my life I was living by the sea.
Okay, wonderful. So you work in the sea. Let's find out. I want you to leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. So now we have moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see during the lifetime of this man?
I'm crying for some reason. Maybe that's even the same day. I'm very upset. I'm sitting by the water. Like I lost something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to do.
Something very important?
Yes.
Is it like a material thing or
I look at the water and I prostrate my hands to the sky and I don't know what to do. It's like desperation. Desperate feeling.
So is this something that you cannot live without? Like your life depends on it?
It was something I was so attached to, that I used to love so much.
Do you know what it is that you lost?
I'm trying to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a sorrow feeling from my heart. I don't understand how it's like the world is not fair because it took away this. I don't understand if it's people or actually it's maybe a place where I live, or I don't yet see it. I am trying to get there.
How does it feel in the body? Where does the pain
in the
feel?
Heart.
In the heart. Okay. You can just witness all of it. You don't have to be fully in the body, but just see everything from a place of an observer if you have to. But stay connected to this man. And we can close that scene, and we can either move forward or backward to find out the information that we're missing. What is it that he's so sad about? What caused all this pain in his heart?
It's definitely a feeling of loss.
Mm-hmm.
He lost something very important.
Is it a family member, a friend, a wife, a child?
Oh, I feel that's some human. That's not a material. And I feel like this human is not alive anymore. So he didn't lost anyone. Like nobody deceived him, or he didn't lose a friendship, but he actually lost a person.
Okay, like someone died close to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's leave that scene and let's move backward to that moment when the loss is happening, whatever exactly is happening. Let's find out. Let's move backward to that moment. Can you connect with that moment and tell me what's happening? What caused this man so much pain? Let's go to that scene and find out.
I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We can close the scene and we can either move backward or forward to an important time, important day that something is happening. So we have now moved forward or backward to an important day in this lifetime. What is happening? What do you see?
But I just wanted to tell you, because maybe that's important and guidance, that this moment that I felt, like this desperation by the shore, the emotion was very close to attachment in this lifetime
Mm-hmm.
to Ira, because I'm afraid to lose her so much.
Uh-huh.
And I'm afraid, like, I mean, not to lose her as a person, but like I was so afraid that it's can come back to her and she can just. And for some reason, that's very strange thoughts, but they keep appearing in my subconsciousness from some time in this life. Of course, I never tell them, but and every moment like we spend together, I'm so happy because it's like I'm valuing every moment, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just anyways. How it is, I'm just happy she's here and everything is okay with her.
Okay.
And it's enough for me to feel like this even stupid happiness, just, no, she's fine. That's like, because also if I imagine the moment if she would be not okay, then it's like the whole world would collapse, it's just, it's like, all the problems that can like come and go in my life, they can just vanish when I remember, but if, let's say, that's the best present that she, like, if she wouldn't be okay, that would be like, I can't even describe. So it's the best present. This is the only thing I would like beg and pray for. It's like I could give any amount of my energy to like bring her back or something. So like even having this realization that she's okay is very happy.
Okay. Okay. Why would she not be okay?
Well, there is always a possibility for the cancer to come back. Well, especially this type.
So you worry that you would lose her, just like you lost someone in that lifetime that you're just experiencing. Okay, okay. Can you witness that scene when you were like losing this person in this lifetime as a fisherman? See if you can connect with that scene, if you can go back and find out what happened exactly.
I'm not sure, but it could have been my wife. Because after that I felt alone, like when I was walking. I'm not sure. I was
like you lost your best friend.
I had no feeling of having any other human like being. That I was
it was just you and her.
I think that would be my wife. Dying from a disease that was definitely not a killing or nothing.
Okay.
She died from something, some condition. I couldn't do anything.
Did you feel like you could have done something? Or did you feel like you've done the best you could, just being with her till the last moment?
It started vanishing, this vision. But I feel like there was a realization that I'm not a doctor, and I could not, like my skills were fishing and like doing very material stuff, and I had no abilities to help her in any way.
Did it upset you that you couldn't help her?
Yeah, it made me feel like I just took a wrong path in my life. So, not necessarily bad, but not the one that didn't help her.
Did you have a good life with her when she was alive?
She was the closest person.
You didn't have any children?
I don't see any children.
Okay. Can you connect with her? Do you know what she was called in this lifetime, your wife?
It's too noisy in my mind. I don't. There are several names, but I don't remember. I'm not sure if I just make them up.
Now that she's on the other side, can you connect with her spirit and see if she's close to source, if she's feeling light and love, unconditional love, and if she's in a happy place?
She's now lighter than before in the body. It was very miserable. It's not that miserable out there.
Okay, so she's resting.
Yes.
Okay. Does it make you feel comfortable to learn that?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
But the grief is just gonna stay there.
Yes, the loss. Would you like me to do a little scan and see where the grief is placed? Didn't you say that it was a heart?
Yes.
Okay.
Even a little higher, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe below the throat a little bit, and the chest.
Okay. So I'm gonna put a hand on your chest, and I want you to give all that grief to me right now, okay? And let it release and allow my hand to absorb all the grief. Let me know when it's done. Okay. Now in that place, what would you like to put in a place of grief? Let's put something that you would prefer to feel in this area. What would it be? What would you like to feel instead?
Beautiful feeling of like content and beauty and love, but love without sadness. I want this love to different creatures, not to carry any sense of sadness.
Okay. So
and
let's
fear of losing.
So love, unconditional love. You mean love without attachment, right? So let's put that love right here. Absorb all of it from my hand into your heart, and let's seal it in your third eye so it stays with you forever. I want all your cells to absorb all this love. Tell me when you feel it.
I feel it's coming.
Wonderful. Keep opening your heart so that more of this love can come through and replace the sadness. As you're giving the sadness away to my heart, the more love is coming from the source. Absolute unconditional love. Do a little scan and check if the sadness was replaced with unconditional love, companionship, support, feeling of oneness and connectedness.
I think it feels just very gentle right now.
Very good. Does it feel good? Positive? Light? Great. Let's seal it in your third eye so it continues to calm during your sleep and fill your heart with absolute unconditional love. And I ask for my guardian angels, Archangel Michael, to help in the process and continue bringing love into that space. Until there is nothing else but love flowing through your heart chakra, emanating, replacing what you have given me before, which is the sadness and grief. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening?
I don't see any images.
Did you go to the spirit world? Did you leave the body?
I believe so, because it's just, again, vastness and darkness.
Did you experience light? Did you go back home to the source?
Not yet. I'm still in the middle stage.
Okay. What are you doing over there? What's the reason you're there?
Maybe my mind is just wondering for answers and for the next scene. Because right now I feel my mind.
Okay.
And it's not already like a pure
That's okay.
pure bunch of energy. It's just something. It's my mind is in the darkness, and not in the darkness in a bad way, but just again in vastness.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's drift away from that scene. We're drifting and floating away from that scene. We're leaving that man there to continue on his journey. I would like you to leave that scene. Let's move forward to the last day of his life. I want you to take me to the last day of his life and tell me what you see.
I feel like it happened also on the shore of the river. There was some injury with some sharp object. Actually around the chest area, and I feel like he left the world being in the same shore.
Okay, where he lived all of his life.
Yes.
Did it happen shortly after the death of his wife? Or?
Yeah, not long ago.
Okay, so he
didn't live till his late years.
Okay. You said there was an injury. What injured him?
It's like a hook, metal rusting hook. I don't know what is it.
Was it an accident or did he do it on purpose?
I don't know. I just felt like he didn't really have a purpose anymore after he lost his everything. He didn't really care much about himself.
Okay. So he was relieved, in fact, to leave this earth.
Yes, because he didn't have any attachment anymore. His life was very dry and not meaningful.
Let's drift away from the scene, from life of this man, to continue on his journey. He will find peace and he will find what he is supposed to find. I want you to go to the spirit world.
I actually even felt something on my chest area, more on the right side. I don't know what is it about that while I was talking. Okay. Not a pain, but like accumulation of energy, maybe.
In the spirit world, was he able to join his wife in the source? Or was he able to travel back home to the source and find peace?
I don't see. I think he was a little bit stuck for some time in the middle of the world because his wife, his like mind was very attached to the earth, and he was too many emotions.
Let's do a scan and see where the attachment is placed in the body. Let's scan the body from head to toes. Visualize a white glowing light.
I see a little bit on the right side of my chest.
Okay, how does it feel like?
Like a bowl of energy, about a little bigger than orange. And it's like a dark substance that sits a little higher than my chest, than my breast, than my right breast.
And this is preventing him to go to the light all the way.
And it's also goes to the throat a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to place my hand in this area here, and I want you to give me all that energy and release it into my hand, okay? Let me know when it's done. Just release all of it into my hand until you feel light and space in this area. Let me know when it's done. Send it all into my hand. Thank you. I can feel it coming out.
Still going.
That may take a little while. Absolutely. It's a lot of sadness that he carried his life. Was he feeling lonely in this lifetime too? When he was not with his wife, was he always fearing that?
He was very lonely when he was not with. It was why he was valuing her so much.
And he was always fearing that he might lose her since he didn't have any other friends, right?
Oh, I was thinking after that, he was just really appreciating this understanding between them. And because he was a smart man, and the people who he attached, like working with, they were on a different level and they didn't have this contact. And his wife, she was really in depth with him, understanding him.
So they had a very deep connection.
Very deep connection.
Okay. Let me know how is this.
Much lighter.
Much lighter. Okay. Continue releasing. I'm going to place my other hand on, you said throat area, right? Okay, I want you to give all that energy to me until this area is filled with, again, white glowing light, full of unconditional love. Full of loving, caring energy, connectedness. Appreciation, whatever else you would like to put instead, feel free to replace it.
Oh, it even became more visible, like more strong a little bit. I mean, it changed. And it went more to the, like, closer to the breast, to the, like, bone in the middle. Like all here.
Yes. Continue releasing this energy into my hands until all of it is released. Cut all the cables or the cords. Go deeply within and describe to me how this energy looks like.
It's like, maybe that's from even my last injury that I had in my life, right? So it's like dark. Now the size of it became smaller, so it was like this, and now it's became more precise like this. Now when I'm trying to release it, it's like fading a little bit in color.
Great. Great. Continue releasing until it completely dissipates.
I almost don't feel it anymore.
Great. Wonderful. Let me give it to the universe for healing, for transformation. What would you like to put instead in that area?
Just some white energy.
Wonderful. We'll put some white
healing.
Yes.
For the body.
Yes. Let's put all of that in this area and let it distribute all over your body. So you always feel warm, glowing light from this chest, spreading all over your body and healing all the organs. I'm going to seal that. Wonderful. I want all the consciousness and personality of Maria to once again to return to the body and fully integrate back to the body, into the body. I would like to speak to Maria's subconscious, please. Do I have permission to speak to Maria's subconscious?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Maria's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Maria in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she has ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Maria to see today. You chose to bring forward this particular lifetime. Why did you pick this one?
The emotion, the recurring emotion during this lifetime of Maria was the mostly related to this feeling of deep grief and loss and scare, like the fear from the heart of losing someone
very dear to her.
It's very strong, even though it's not manifesting in the life. It's there, the fear is there, manifesting, bringing the images and then creating a lot of
we took that fear already away from her chest, right? If the Maria subconscious does the body scan, how does it feel in the chest right now?
It feels like a part of a stone was like thrown away.
So most of it is gone, correct?
Most of it is gone.
Okay. I would like Maria's subconscious to continue working on this area, even during her sleep, so that this process is completed in the next few days. Is that okay? Is that possible?
Yes.
Wonderful. What was the biggest lesson for this lifetime when she was a man, the fisherman? What was the biggest lesson in this lifetime?
Appreciation of finding someone with a mind alike, with whom you can share your mental beauty and your unconscious beauty and your conscious beauty, just to be able to interact on a beautiful level.
Was this purpose fulfilled in this lifetime of this man?
No, because he lost someone before. I mean, he was left without this feeling.
But he experienced all these years with his wife.
But she was pretty young yet.
And so
like
it wasn't enough time, huh?
No, not enough time.
Okay. So, in this lifetime is one of Maria's purposes to find a kind of companionship. What is her purpose in this lifetime?
Great inner strength.
And
be very strong from inside. Develop it.
How can Maria better develop her strength from the inside? What would you recommend for her?
Discipline.
Discipline. Maria has some wonderful goals. She's about to start a new job and she's graduated from School of Acupuncture and Chinese Medicine.
She has to fulfill the healing part of her life because that's something that was even bothering this man, that he couldn't help his loved one.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to pursue. She can do this. And
what's the best way for her to express her healing abilities in this lifetime?
many ways. She's not discovered yet all the possible ways of doing that, but that she can do it on a very deep level.
Mm-hmm.
Many energetical patterns, not only acupuncture is just one step. Not in the hospital. Different ways.
Different ways. Okay. Holistic ways? More natural ways?
Yes.
She was wondering about her shamanic abilities. Does she have any shamanic abilities? She feels connected to the water elements, the fire, the earth, the wind.
She has a permission in this lifetime to use the powers, but she's not yet ready.
Okay. So she has to be more disciplined and do more spiritual practices first?
It will happen on this specific time period. She needs to go through preparation to become stronger.
She mentioned to me that she entered that new path of like transformation. Once she closes this chapter and transforms, will she be ready to use her healing powers?
She will feel when she will be ready. It just will come.
Okay. It will come naturally, its own way. Okay, wonderful. Maria was wondering, why is she feeling all this pain in her feet? Her feet are always hurting or she's limping. What's the reason for her to feel this pain? Ever since she was a child, she has been experiencing this issue. What is it connected to?
Her surface is just very perceiving and it's very gentle, and she has to honor herself. And she is just very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
That's the surface. Nothing can be done.
Okay, so there is no deeper issue, just her taking better care of herself.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I would like to ask Maria Subconscious to do a scan of the body and see which areas need cleansing, energetic cleansing from any relationship that she has ever had, personal or less personal, anything that has affected her physically. Can we do a body scan and see?
There is a part of the upper chest where the shoulders are, and also something very heavy on the head, on the front lobe, closer to the crown,
Mm-hmm.
and also the neck and the shoulder area on the front.
Okay. I would like Maria Subconscious to open these areas and release all this energy into the universe for healing. Can we do that?
I'll try.
Okay. Let's stretch these areas and allow the energies to gently come off until all of it is lifted, cleansed, emptied out. I can put the hands around the shoulders first. I ask for the energy to be transferred into my hands. And let me know when it's done.
Take some time because it needs to open. It's pretty clogged.
That's okay, we have time.
Started moving.
Wonderful.
From the hands even.
Let my hands absorb all of that energy that is stagnant. So that it can be replaced with pure love and healing powers from the source.
It's much lighter
now. Wonderful. I'm sending this energy to the universe for healing and transformation. And let's do the same. She said the frontal lobe, right? Like right here.
Yes.
Let's do the same here in this area. Give me all that energy that's been collected here for a very long time. And it's not serving Maria anymore. Give it all to me right now.
I feel like pressure on my third eye area.
You said throat?
Like pressure?
Okay. If there's anything in the throat, release it onto my hand again. I put my hand right around your neck, your throat chakra, and continue releasing all this energy, the stagnant, heavy energy. Until it is completely gone. Let it float out and connect with my hands and absorb all of it. Is it almost gone?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I still have some on my head.
Yes, I can feel it right here. I'll continue putting my head over the front lobe until all this energy is gone.
mental technicians are tricky. They have a lot of corridors.
Yes. How would you describe it? How does it look like, this energy?
It's like my mind corridors, like labyrinth in which I got lost and trapped. And that's why the energy, it's like takes like a dark smoke, like a black smoke, and it hides in all those little corridors, and all those little labyrinth angles. And
let me suck it all out into my hand. Let me absorb all of that, all that smoke, all that shadows, all these shadows, until the mind is completely clear and no more setups, no more traps, so that Maria can exhale on her path.
Oh, you're fast. It's going upper. It's like ascending. This awareness is going up from my third eye, wider, like leaving me. Now it's on the ground.
Okay. Let's get it all out. Give it all to me. You don't need it anymore.
It's like sticky a little bit.
Let me pull it all out until it's gone completely. Sometimes it takes a couple of nights during the sleep for all the energies to clear. Is it still coming out? Okay, great.
Now it's like a little tiny thread.
Let's pull that thread out. Give it all to me. Cut all these cords, put all the threads. Empty it completely.
Yeah, I think it's escaped.
Wonderful. I'm going to send it to the universe for recycling and transformation, thanking the divine source for helping us in this process. Now I ask Maria's subconscious to do a body scan one more time and see if there are any other areas that we need to heal today, cure today. If you visualize a glowing light, is it all over the body, or is there any other areas that still needs to be cleansed?
That's again on my lobe, but it's now closer to the nose and to the right eyebrow, a little above it. There is still something there.
It's tiny bit. Okay, I'm gonna put my hand over it and release it all into my hand.
Right there.
Okay, very good. Allow my hand like a magnet, just take it all out. Empty the eye socket and the area of your nose. So it can clear. Okay, wonderful.
So interesting. I felt like bright blue and turquoise colors while you were cleaning it.
It will all come out. It's coming. Let me know when it's gone or it's still coming out.
It's still there.
Okay, we'll take more time. Let's shower your third eye, your crown, and your throat with this glowing, beautiful white light that will help pull all the threads from the mental overstimulation that was causing Maria not to excel in her spiritual practices so that she can quickly pick up the pace as the white light replaces everything else that's in this area, so that there is no distractions. And let me know when it's finished.
It is.
Wonderful. Thank you. We thank all the spirit guides, archangels, and the source in helping complete this part of healing. I wanted to ask if there's any other message for Maria that she should know that will help her, guide her, bring more strength, bring more clarity to her life. Is there anything else that she should know at this moment? She seems in such bliss.
Nothing special for it now.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel to have all these cords pulled out, all these energies that were bringing her down, removed?
It's still in transformation. It's still in the process.
Mm-hmm.
But the chest feels lighter, like it's easier to breathe.
Wonderful. So the chest has expanded, the heart chakra has opened. So I ask Maria's subconscious to continue working on these energies, these areas, until everything is completely clear. Can we do that, please?
Yes.
Wonderful. Now I'm asking the subconscious to recede to where it belongs with much love and thanks for the help and information it has been giving Maria today. I know she's really going to appreciate it.